Peace, peace. What's good? What's good? What's good? Hassan Burton, what's popping with you, man? What's going on? All right. All right, greetings. So in the divine name of the Supreme Being, I want to greet everyone. Peace. All right. I'm Professor Griff. And of course, this is Sirius Mindz. Sirius Mindz for Serious Minds. Seriously. All right. It's a beautiful evening. This is a Tuesday evening. Peace, Quan. What's good with you? I am sitting in for the beautiful, tall Miss Quan S. and the rest of the sisters on the Sister Cipher. And yeah. All right, what do we got? All right, man, this is critical, man. Hold on for a second, y'all. Peace, what's good? Yeah, I'm about to do a class, definitely. But listen, I just started my show I do. It starts at 9 o'clock. Can I hit you back right after I get off? Yeah, because I'll be there in Kansas City, man. All right. I'll hit you back. Peace, man. All right. Okay. All right. So real quick, I'm not going to be on there long. I'm just sitting in for the sisters on the Sister Cipher. And just want to put out a few things. Janice Meeks was good with you. Hassan Burton. All right. So we got people calling about the class, which is a beautiful thing. Yeah, that just kind of warms my heart, man, because rather than come on here and talk about some of the things that we end up talking about, we could be building. I got a web guy working on the site to get it up and running, so it's no issues. All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. All right. But tonight we want to talk about Mark Zuckerberg and the constant untruths that they're telling about the policy of Facebook. So the policies there at Facebook. And one hand, you ban the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Then on another hand, you allow Russian bots to come in. And then you allow racist white supremacists to do their thing. All kind of stuff going on. And then when they question you about the policies there at Facebook, it seems like you have really no answers, man. All right, so yeah, so Alexandria Cortez grills Mark Zuckerberg during the Congress hearing in Congress.
The gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, is recognized for 5 minutes.
It's good to see you, Mr. Zuckerberg. I think you, of all people, can appreciate using a person's past behavior in order to determine, predict, or make decisions about future behavior.
Now, wait a minute. Before I start, peace, 16 was good with you. Before I start, I just want to let everybody know, thanks, for the donations that people send in. I'm really putting it to some good use. We're going to get this class up running. We're going to build a platform. We're going to build it based on integrity and based on educating our people. So at the end of the day, all right, when they look back, we can say we've done our job. All right. So thanks to all those people that sent in the Cash App donations, $ Professor Griff. Thanks to all those people that sent in the PayPal donations. That's paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. Thanks to all those people that sent in the donations via the website. Those of you ought to go right to the website and just kind of and click the button. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. Quan will tell you, and I think 16 should know, and a few other people, this is a hard job. All right. It is. Being consistent, coming on here every single night or every other night, preparing something to say, and yeah, it's not as easy, and then having to deal with the backlash and this kind of stuff. So I think it's a beautiful time though that we're living in, and we've called to do this work. So hell, let's do the work, man. All right. Nate World, what's up with you, Nate? Really appreciate you, man. We're gonna make this class happen. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm excited about it, man. All right. We're gonna have kind of live probably once every couple of weeks to see how people are doing, because I won't know until I get the information coming back how many people are taking the class. All right, so it's a new platform that I'm using, so it's kind of pricey, but nonetheless, I think we deserve that. The information need to be put up there. All of the PDFs need to be put up there. Books on where you can get them from in your prospective city need to be put up there. So I think the class is important. All right, the platform is allowing me to put three courses up, and one of the first courses I want to put up is, of course, the knowledge of self. And then symbology, because we got to stay on this hip hop thing. And then I'm going to determine what the other courses. Hopefully, Soleil will have a course ready to put up, but not on my platform, probably on hers. But I really appreciate everybody giving the small donations that y'all give. Really appreciate that. When someone gives $50, $100, it's a beautiful thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. When you find a college student struggling to get 5, it's a beautiful thing. When you find people that show up at the lecture, they don't have no money to get in, but they have the desire to learn, it's a beautiful thing. Wherever you fall in that, you understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Be done in a sec. All right, so real quick. So it's a beautiful thing when the sisters, Ms. Cortez, Congresswoman Omar, it's a beautiful thing when you see them at work doing what we elected them to do. All right. All right, so let's dive into this subject. Shout out to Shane Shakur. Shout out to Quan. Shout out to those individuals like Double B, Mr. Brandon, Brandell, Bowen, Alex Little, all right, Cat Boogie, and other people that keep the platform going, whether it's with your money, your time, your energy, your resources. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. All right. This is Ms. Cortez grilling Mark Zuckerberg during the congressional hearings dealing with Facebook.
The gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, is recognized for 5 minutes.
It's good to see you, Mr. Zuckerberg. I think you, of all people, can appreciate using a person's past behavior in order to determine, predict, or make decisions about future behavior. And in order for us to make decisions about Libra, I think we need to kind of dig into your past behavior and Facebook's past behavior with respect to our democracy. Mr. Zuckerberg, what year and month did you personally first become aware of Cambridge Analytica?
I'm not sure of the exact time, but it was probably around the time when it became public. I think it was around March of 2018. I could be wrong though.
Mm-hmm. When did Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg become aware of Cambridge Analytica?
I don't know off the top of my head.
You don't know. Did anyone on your leadership team know about Cambridge Analytica prior to the initial report by The Guardian on December 11th, 2015?
Congresswoman, I believe so, and that some folks were tracking it internally.
And
I'm actually, as you're asking this, I do think I was aware of Cambridge Analytica as an entity earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I was tracking how they were using Facebook specifically.
When was the issue discussed with your board member, Peter Thiel?
Congresswoman, I don't know that off the
You don't know. This was the largest data scandal with respect to your company that had catastrophic impacts on the...
Had a catastrophic impact. The largest data scandal of Facebook's history, and the owner, CEO, head person in charge, don't know. Lying demons, man.
2016 election, you don't know?
Well, Congresswoman, I'm sure we discussed it after we were aware of what happened.
Okay. You announced recently that the official policy of Facebook now allows politicians to pay to spread disinformation in 2020 elections and in the future. So I just want to know how far I can push this in the next year. Under your policy, using census data as well, could I pay to target predominantly Black zip codes and advertise them the incorrect election date?
No, Congresswoman, you couldn't. We have, even for these policies around the newsworthiness of content that politicians say, and the general principle that I believe that...
But you said you're not going to fact check my ads.
We have, if anyone, including a politician, is saying things that that is calling for violence or could risk imminent physical harm or voter or census suppression when we roll out the census suppression policy, we will take that content down.
So you will, there is some threshold where you will fact check political advertisements. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, Congresswoman, yes, for specific things like that, where there's imminent risk of harm.
Could I run ads targeting Republicans in primaries saying that they voted for the Green New Deal?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Would I be able to run advertisements on Facebook targeting Republicans in primaries saying that they voted for the Green New Deal? I mean, if you're not fact-checking political advertisements, I'm just trying to understand the bounds here. What's fair game?
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. I think
so. You don't know if I'll be able to do that.
I think probably.
Do you see a potential problem here with a complete lack of fact-checking on political advertisements?
Well, Congresswoman, I think lying is bad, and I think if you were to run an ad that had a lie, it would be bad. That's different from it being in our position.
So, Quan, in 16, you're saying that there's a documentary on Cambridge Analytica? And where is this documentary at? Is it on someplace where we can see it? Okay, so I think it's on Netflix. Okay, because I think that along with the some of the controversy surrounding the elections need to be brought into the conversation, but brought into the conversation in a way that we can begin to put the pieces together. You follow what I'm saying? In a very knowledgeable kind of way, not just we on here just to be on here, just throwing names and titles. and the titles of documentary films around. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay. All right, let's get back to Miss Cortez. Hold on.
The right thing to do to prevent your constituents or people in an election from seeing that you had lied.
So you won't take down lies, or you will take down lies? I think it's just a pretty simple yes or no.
Congresswoman,
I'm not talking about spin. I'm talking about
question,
actual
bro.
Yes, in most cases, in a democracy, I believe that people should be able to see for themselves what politicians that they may or may not vote for are saying.
So you won't take them
their
down.
Character for themselves.
So you won't. You may flag that it's wrong, but you won't take it down.
Congresswoman, it depends on the context that it shows up. Organic post ads, the treatment is a little.
One more question. In your ongoing dinner party.
Okay, so it's called the Great what? It's called the Great Hack. Okay. All right, cool.
With far-right figures, some of who advanced the conspiracy theory that white supremacy is a hoax. Did you discuss so-called social media bias against conservatives, and do you believe there is a bias?
Congresswoman, so I don't remember everything that was in the question.
That's all right. I'll move on. Can you explain why you've named the Daily Caller, a publication well-documented with ties to white supremacists, as an official fact-checker for Facebook?
Wow.
Congresswoman, sure. We actually don't appoint the independent fact checkers. They go through an independent organization called the Independent Fact Checking Network that has a rigorous standard for who they allow to serve as a fact checker.
So you would say that white supremacist tied publications meet a rigorous standard for fact checking? Thank you.
Congresswoman, I would say that we're not the one assessing that standard. The International Fact Checking Network is the one who is setting that standard.
But it's your company, dude. Man. All right, what did y'all pull from that? Because it just bothers my daggone spirit. But I shouldn't be moved. I'm moved because I'm a human. But because of Professor Griff, and like y'all, most of y'all, I know and I know better. So to hear this dude lie, Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Maxine.
I now recognize myself for 5 minutes.
Maxine Waters.
It is no secret that Facebook allowed Russia to undermine and divide our country through divisive online ads. The Senate's investigation discovered that African Americans were targeted the most by Russia, specifically in places where Black Lives Matter groups were the most active. Despite all of your technological expertise, Russia and Iran are at it again for the upcoming election. Then last week, you announced a new ad policy that gives politicians a license to lie so you can earn more money off this division, I suppose. Facebook changes the rules when it can benefit itself. Last year, Facebook banned all cryptocurrency ads on its platform because, and I quote, they are frequently associated with misleading or deceptive promotional practices, quote unquote. Seems fair. Then earlier this year, Facebook rolled back the cryptocurrency ad ban, bought a blockchain company, and announced its own cryptocurrency. So tell us what changed. How did cryptocurrency go from being misleading and deceptive last year and then becomes a means for financial inclusion this year? It seems to me that you shifted your stance because you realize that you can use your size and your users' data to dominate the cryptocurrency market. You change your policy when it benefits you. You reinstated cryptocurrency ads because you had plans to start your own cryptocurrency. So this brings me back to your new policy on political speech. My question to you is, how does this new policy benefit you? Because it seems that a policy that allows politicians to lie, mislead, and deceive would also allow Facebook to sell more ads to those politicians, thus making your company more money. But you can tell me, how does Facebook benefit?
Chairwoman, thanks for those questions. I'd like to address all of the things that you mentioned in there. On elections, you're right that in 2016 we were on our back foot in terms of preventing Russia from attempting to interfere in our elections. We've spent a lot of the last few years building systems that are more sophisticated than any other company has at this point, and frankly, a lot of governments too, for defending against foreign interference. This Monday, we announced that we had proactively identified a network of fake Russian accounts and a few networks of Iranian fake accounts that we proactively took down, which certainly, as you say, signals that these nation states are still attempting to interfere, but I hope will also give us some confidence that our systems are now more sophisticated to proactively identify and address these things. On your question about political ads, look, from a business perspective, the very small percent of our business that is made up of political ads does not come anywhere close to justifying the controversy that this incurs for our company. So this really is not about money. This is, on principle, I believe in giving people a voice. I believe that ads can be an important part of voice. I think especially in the political process for challenger candidates and for local candidates or advocacy groups whose message might not otherwise be covered by the media, having ads can be an important way to inject your message into the
Let me interrupt you for a minute. Are you telling me, I think as you said to me before, you plan on doing no fact checking on political
That's
ads?
what she's asked you. Answer the question.
Chairwoman, our policy is that we do not fact check politicians' speech.
So you
and
don't
the
fact
reason
check.
for that is that we believe that in a democracy, it is important that people can see for themselves what politicians are saying. Political speech is some of the most scrutinized speech already in the world.
Do you fact check on any ads at all?
Yes.
Describe what you fact check on.
Well, Chairwoman, actually, thank you for the opportunity to clarify. Facebook itself actually does not fact check. What we do is we have feedback that people in our community don't want to see viral hoaxes or kind of
so
widespread.
Let me be clear. You do no fact checking on any ads. Is that correct?
Chairwoman, what we do is we work with a set of independent fact checkers who... Somebody
fact checks on
ads.
Your
behalf.
You contract with someone to do that.
Right.
Is that right?
Chairwoman, yes.
And tell me,
just answer the question.
Who is it that they fact checked on?
Chairwoman, what we do is when content is getting a lot of distribution and is flagged by members of our community,
I don't know about you. I ain't got no
systems,
patience for shit like this.
It can go
when somebody's obviously lying to your face,
reviewed by a set of independent fact checkers. They can't fact check everything, but the things that they get to, and if they mark something as false, then we...
All right, my time has expired, and someone else will continue on this line of questioning.
Wow. Okay.
How broadly I think about this. Mr. Zuckerberg, I will say there are a great many.
What do y'all think? Help me out, because I have no patience for people that lie. I mean, first of all, you say you don't fact check, then you fact check, and then when she asks you who is it that, then you say someone else does independent fact checking for Facebook, and she asks you who is it, and you have no answer, and you don't know, but you own the goddamn company. Then she's saying to you, who have y'all fact checked? No answer. Help me out. Brothers and sisters, family, listen, we have to be politically astute. All right? It's cool to know history. It's cool to have a foundation. It's cool to have knowledge itself. But every single day, while we're on this planet, living in America, under these demons, we have to be able to be politically astute and at least understand the language of racism and white supremacy so we can understand what these people are saying. All right. There are some brave people that decided to go the political route that are up in those chambers. All right. Fighting for truthers, fighting for those of us that want to be, that want some real answers from the people that are put in a situation where they're making laws to govern our lives. All of us should be interested in that. All right. People say, well, I ain't into politics. Well, shit, politics is into you. And you can't turn a blind eye. You cannot take your head and stick it in the sand and act like everything is just going to be all right. No, everything is not just going to be all right. All right. All right. So come on, man. Thank you.
How broadly I think about this. Well, Mr. Zuckerberg, I will say there are...
Hold on. All right. So, Quan, I hope you get the Sister Cipher back up and, running smooth. I'm going in the lab probably in about a week and a half to start recording my album on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, yeah, you got to come on back down for real. Anyway, I want to be able to talk about T.I. taking a stand on his court case of his homeboy getting murdered. I want to talk about Kanye West's Jesus is King tomorrow and a couple of other subjects tomorrow on Mic Check 1212. All right. Listen, the classes are very important. And I'm doing the class this Sunday, 7 o'clock. All right. There's about 5 people that already signed up for the class. Thank y'all very much. All right. It's social media, digital heroin. Shaking my damn head. Social media, digital heroin. We're going to dive into the ins and outs of social media, cell phone use, 5G, and some other stuff. All right. And the effects on children. That's going to be the main focus. All right. So I'm going to create a flyer tomorrow and get it out. Hopefully we can pass the flyer around. We can get at least, as I always say, about 24 people to sign up. Let's see if we can make that happen. But anyway, this is Professor Griff sitting in for the Sister Cipher. I'm saying to you that Facebook, along with Google and the rest of them, all right, are in the same bed as the NSA, National Security Agency, the DOD, Department of Defense, all right, and the rest of the alphabet boys. Do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. All right. All right. I wanted to take this further, but I wanted to be able to have Shane here to show some images so we can dialogue about this particular thing. And the dialogue shouldn't stop here. It's very important that we know and understand the inner workings. We've been in America for a long time. We have political analysts that know America's politics. All right. We have to be able, the average person, all right, got to know and understand that politics is the science of governing people. And all of us should stay equipped. What I do every evening is watch PBS News Hour. All right. And then there's some stuff that come up on my phone in the mornings. I kind of thumb through that to see what's going on in the world. We have to be able to cross-reference everything, especially the news. I don't get my news from one news source. All right. But anyway, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for the Mic Check 1212. We're going to talk about the T.I. situation. We're going to talk about the Kanye West situation with Jesus is King. And we're going to dialogue. Make sure y'all listen to the album before we go on tomorrow so y'all can let me know what's up. I haven't had anybody submit any songs, so it's just going to be some dialogue tomorrow. And hopefully we can kind of break some bread. All right. Remember, this Sunday, 7 o'clock, social media, digital heroin class that I'm teaching. Please sign up. Just hit me on the Cash App at $ Professor Griff, or you can it'll be better if you sign up at PayPal. www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp, CORP. All right. I got to get out of here. All right. About to start this album. Yeah. Start recording this album. I got the music already done. So, as y'all can see, I got like lyrics upon lyrics upon lyrics. I'm kind of ready. So yeah, I'm taking the thing one song at a time. I got some cats called Adjective X coming in with me. And we're going to make it happen. All right. All right, cool. First video's already out, Behind Enemy Minds. So I'm trying to get at least 2 or 3 more videos out by the end of the year. All right. So Leia's getting down at the skating ring on Thursday with DJ Nabs. If y'all in Atlanta, come on through. Make it happen. All right, it's Professor Griff, man. I love y'all to life. Let me get at it. Thanks to everybody that gave donations. All right. Let's make it happen, y'all. Peace. It's Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. Shout out to everybody on IG. All right. And of course, we're not on Facebook. So, because we're on here talking about the ins and outs of Facebook. And yeah, before they put me in Facebook prison. All right. All right, man. All right, Quam. Let me know what's popping, man. All right, peace, man. Salute, y'all. Peace.